So that was it. It was actually to make it easier for a user to get involved. Like, we're going to prompt you with one question. It's a little bit of not really a game, although the word is gamification, to just like
So the wizard is great, but it should be
and it tells you you just did all that work.
Yeah, which is good. I feel like the wizard should almost be renamed or front and center.
So I had an original, just to give you a little background, I had an original homepage that that I had sort of user tested, and they were like, it's boring, we don't get it, there's too much white space.
Yeah.
So we connected to that original design was like a wizard pop-up as soon as you go in. And it's like, welcome, take the wizard and we'll help you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I disconnected that homepage and built another one on Squarespace, that pop-up dropped off.
Yes.
It's not connected.
Yes.
So it would have been more to your attention the second you logged on.
Yes.
And it would have said, we'll help you, and you can skip it, we'll just take you one question through.
Mm-hmm.
So that did make it a little more front and center, but you're saying even now on the dash, is it like for a first time use it should be more front and center? Or?
Well, yeah. I mean, I like the idea of the pop-up.
Yeah.
Go to the wizard and it will speed up the process
Mm-hmm.
of laying the groundwork or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Once I know where it is, for me it doesn't matter.
Right.
For my mom it would.
Mm-hmm.
For my mom it needs to be one of these buttons.
Yeah. I know.
Big, because she gets worried about clicking buttons, you know.
Also this should also say welcome back Morgan, so it's odd that it doesn't. If you go here, God, what just happened that we're out and it doesn't have your name? It doesn't have any of your information.
Well, did I enter any of it? It should have
well, you did enter some, but not this part. What did you enter? You didn't enter kids, right? Or pets?
I went to
like the tax.
I was more like money.
You did banks.
Yeah, there's my
okay.
bank.
So it tells you we have a checking account at this bank. That's a person to call, and that's it. You know, It would list, and then again, there's a whole notes section.
You see, I love that because.
And then you get.
I mean, I'm a spreadsheet girl, so I have a spreadsheet for my husband that I could say, like, here are all the accounts.
Yeah.
So you at least know where to look for the money, right?
Yeah. Well, I think, who was I talking to? It might have been my brother a long time ago, 2 years ago, and I was talking about the idea, and he's like, oh, that's so interesting, because I just took out another life insurance policy, and I haven't told my wife yet.
Yes.
But there are, I think, $7 billion of unclaimed insurance.
Right.
Because people don't know they exist.
Oh, so by the way, where was insurance? Was it here? And I didn't see it because I don't remember seeing it.
So if you do money out, here, money in.
Oh, insurance policy is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then money out had. And also here, so maybe this isn't the wizard, but I think, I wonder if it needs to be online bills so here's the thing, like, fine, a bill's going to come in the mail, but I just thought of something else. Email accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Are they in here somewhere?
So if you go to the hover.
Oh, home management. Wait, This is what I was going to ask you. But I want my queues. I really want my drop downs. I want, like, the lawn, the plumber, my favorite plumber.
Okay, so just back up a little bit. But, yep. Those are your service providers. And then if you go to new entry, there's your drop down.
Ah, great. Yes, that's really important.
Mm-hmm.
Alarm company, electrician, handyman, landscaping, oil and gas, snow removal, Yeah, that's really important.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's all about being reminded to list them. A list of anything. Your account, just having that drop down can be really valuable
Okay.
so that I don't forget to list somebody.
That's pretty much the whole
But
thing.
sorry, and did you say email was on yours?
So it's not as sort of, if you go back here, if you go to memberships, so if you go to new entry, is it online? So is it church and the YMCA, or is it Facebook and LinkedIn? So it's
No, it's how to get my email.
so like on your computer.
Yeah. Well,
So
not on my computer, but anybody's computer, right? So
how to get into your
because,
your email
for
account,
example, let's
right?
say you want to access. Let's say I want my husband to be able to access my bank account, which he can't do because of the two-factor verification. He's got to be able, So like, how do you? Cue someone to think about that and have a system for that.
Right now, like when I think about it, I would go here to laptop, and that would be down here. I would put it in notes.
Yes.
So, but I see your point is it's not, you'd have to know to go into electronic devices and then to laptop. Yeah.
Which I don't think a that would require persistence to get to that. But that's probably really important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is where you would put your, you would either point someone towards that Excel spreadsheet with your email addresses and passwords, which is the way this is designed.
Yeah.
It's designed not to have that online. It's designed to tell
is
people
fine.
Where it is.
So I have a vault for all of my passwords. So that's fine. So where
people need
would
more
I
direction.
put?
So before,
So my husband would need to be reminded that I have this vault, or my kids. So where would I tell them that? Do you think?
I mean, I would say others, and then I would add it,
and then that
to the other device.
And then, but it's not a device, so I feel like that's.
Well, this is just sort of a guide,
Yeah.
So it's not. You're right. It's not an electronic device.
I think devices is
well,
maybe a category.
So maybe
devices is a category, and maybe.
So maybe, I mean, my suggestion would go back to laptops and be like, I have a vault password.
Yeah, or
just to. In terms of how the system is built right now.
But I'm just wondering if in some way you should cue people. Like,
this is where, this is where you put this information for now. Not for now, but to help them think through where it would go, because it's not that obvious.
It could be electronic devices and information. Even just identifying that it's not just because I see device and I think like the thing.
Well, that is the thought behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'm making too much of it, but.
Well, it's something. It's still feedback.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing.
It's great.
You add 2 trustees, so that reminder, so if you were to go to my trustee or trustees, and then new entry, or you can do a help me, like if it's a tricky topic, people don't necessarily know how to reach out to someone they haven't talked to in a long time. So this is just a pre-written email that you can edit that says, what you're doing. And you can totally, I had a writer write this. It seems so formal to me right now. But you can just edit it.
Huh. That's great. And then what's your system for verification?
None, really. I mean, if that's someone you choose, then they have their email in here. You mean, how do we verify your trustee?
So I die, and that person's like, oh, right, this is me. So then what happens?
So they send us the death certificate. So that's, I'm just